Speaking on that, you said something about plays and like paying them fuck with you. Do you ever have to make a decision where it's like, all right, I fuck with this artist's potential and like I low key see something super special in this artist, and then it's like another nigga like, yeah, but he's paying every time, like no matter what. But his career is like his music is whatever to me. Like, do you like you have and they both trying to book a session? Like, what would you do in that situation?
Shit, I mean, I'm gonna definitely get the money first. Like that's priority. It's just like shit, you got bills to pay and stuff like that. But I definitely don't work with artists just off potential.
Yeah.
Like straight up, it's just the availability. It's how you communicate with people. It's like with artists that I work with in that capacity. It's not too many, so I don't want people like, hey bro, can I get like no. So I got it's just certain things that have to happen organically.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean. So with that stuff, like with artists I see potential in, I'll tell them like pull up on me type stuff. Like I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
If I'm not booked this week or whatever the case, like
we can make something happen.
But I try to prioritize the money for sure. It's just
yeah, it's life in general.
It's life in general, and shit, we trying to it pays to be a good engineer that people trust to go to and stuff like that. So it's definitely it's a cool balance.
Yeah.
I definitely got some good clientele, good paying clientele. There's a couple artists that I fuck with off the potential that, we've still made money because like, it streamed well or something like that.
Yeah, on top. It works out. How different is the pace of life from Evanston to LA?
It's way faster out here. I mean, I'm so used to it though. It's like it's hard to even remember what it was like. I mean, I guess when I was a teen and stuff back in Evanston, like I used to walk a lot of places. I was just telling somebody that I used to walk places. I used to walk to the gym, to the park, to the Y. Like, like I'm saying from my house to like downtown Evanston, like, which wasn't too far, but it's just like out here, stuff is so spread out. It's like I'm not walking nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm driving everywhere. It's probably a little faster out here, like traffic and the road and all that is just. That's a whole thing in itself. Just being on the road is like just risking your life every day. And then just the opportunity out here with the music and stuff, and just being this close to the industry, like our studio right across from Sony Pictures, and everything is out here. The labels, the artists that come out here to live out here, like everything's out here. You feel me? So it's like the opportunities feel like endless. I feel like where I'm from, it was like, I've gone back there and I've seen people that I knew growing up just still there and like just kind of just, having a whole home type of life, or whatever the case. So, I feel like, Evans is definitely a suburb where you can settle and all that, but like, LA is like where I've had a lot of growth like as a person, as well as like, creative and stuff too, but just as a businessman and all that stuff, man. Like it's the pace of life though is way faster out here. Just everything is moving. It's like you gotta be ready. You feel me? You gotta be prepared, especially in this music stuff. Like things can change in an instant, so you just gotta kind of adapt. But I wasn't even making LA beats before I moved out here. I started making LA beats probably 3-4 years ago. Had to adapt to like the style of production out here,
the culture you were in,
the culture I'm in, and just that helps me connect the artists better and network higher. You feel me?
Yeah. Stretch. You gotta be diverse. So that's always good too. Yeah.
Diversity.
For sure. You're a rapper and a producer. When it comes to creating, which one were you into first?
I started off with the beats first, but it was like I stumbled upon GarageBand at my house back in Evanston when I was like a teen. But like the writing and stuff came hand in hand. I always wanted to like mess around anyway. So it's like when I really got into the beats and stuff, like they were trash, but I was just so excited to even like I didn't even know that was possible. Like I'm like, dang, I hear music on the radio, but I'm like I didn't know I could like actually create it myself. Like I think that was just such a eye-opening experience for me. Like didn't even it's like crazy because it's like like some kids don't be exposed to that type of stuff.
Yeah, some shit you don't even fathom because you just don't know what you don't know.
You don't know. Exactly. I think you put it perfectly. So I feel like it kind of was like hand in hand, you know, just I started off messing around with beats, and as I was progressing with that, like I would like to, you know, ain't nobody rapping on them shit, so I was like, shit, I'll do it, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like the same. I kind of started around doing it around the same time. Yeah.
One fell into the other. Also,
Yeah.
do you feel like there's a respect you have to earn as a rapper when you're known as a producer?
Yeah, you just gotta feel like, especially like if you're trying to be on the industry level, it's like you gotta have hits made with people for them to even like consider, you know. It's like, and even then, it's like people still like kind of look at you sideways, you know. And I think, yeah, just being a rapper in general, like in LA, just with all like the politics and the gang stuff, it's like you gotta kind of be like if you ain't like on that spectrum of like weird and quirky and like, you know, just different, you gotta be like hood and tough and hard, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You gotta know your lane and know your audience. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then when you know as a producer, it's like you can't be rapping just like some ABC shit. Like you gotta be really barred up, like for people to even like respect it at all. You feel me? So yeah, definitely, it's a tougher climb to when you kind of boxed it in that perception. You feel me?
I think we spoke on that a little bit. Like you gotta build your leverage as a producer, and then start doing whatever you want as far as the artistry goes. Period. Making your own music and shit.
Yeah, absolutely, bro, for sure.
How do you manage creatively when it comes to produce and when it's time to rap? When it's time to produce, when it's time to rap?
Well, lately I haven't really been rapping. I did put out a track on my homie Ant Kills, and that was just some stuff that I was really. It originally started out with me like having bro come through, and I was just gonna produce a record for him, and then he had laid down the verse, and then I sat on it for a couple of days, and I was just inspired to put something down, you know. Whereas I used to be like prolific, like I used to write all the time and record all the time, but I really been I've been focused on the producing and the engineering these in recent years.
Yeah.
So that's the balance is like is, you know, what I ain't gonna say what pays me, but yeah, it pays me more, and it's got me in more room. So it's like this one dude was telling me like the path of least resistance. I feel like as a rapper, just in general, you know, you gotta really put the work in and like be respected as an artist and stuff. And when you're a producer, engineer, like your face ain't as seen and as known. So it's like you kind of can maneuver a little cooler and like not be so worried about, you know, recognition, but just like focus more on just like quality and like the craft. So yeah, I've been focused more so on the production engineer in recent years, but I did put out a verse with the homie that, you know, I was just inspired to write, and so, you know, I kind of just go with how I feel in the moment. But yeah, I just been trying to intentionally focus on, you know, the beats and the mixing and the engineering stuff, because that's what helps me pay the bills and you know, network better and get in different rooms and stuff like that. So
yeah, go with what works. Yeah, because that rapper shit is a 24/7 job.
Yeah, you know, you gotta be on point, bro. You gotta swag everything. Everything gotta be on point. You gotta have content consistent. You gotta be people face so much noise out there. But even as a producer too, it's like it's a lot of producers out there too, and it's like you damn near gotta be a social media influencer to like sell your beats to people and stuff. But
yeah, it's changing a bit. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to network, whether it's on social media or in real life, regardless. So it's like it's one of those type of situations with the music shit.
Like for me, it's more natural to tell people I produce and engineer, because it's like people look for that type of stuff all the time, and like they really respect it. Well, sometimes, but yeah, I just feel like when I was networking and tell people I rap and stuff like that, I was kind of get side eyes until like, you know, people actually heard me spit or whatever, and like, oh shit, like what the fuck, like, you know. But yeah, I just avoid all that by just telling people I produce and engineer, and like, you know, people usually want to get my contact after that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like from a business perspective, like you're needed way more as a producer and engineer. Like that always adds value to somebody's situation,
Yeah.
which people are looking for when they want to fuck with somebody. Like, do you add value to the situation?
Yeah.
As to where if you're just another rapper to him, like, nigga, you a rapper, I'm a rapper. Like,
yeah, unless you on the same level as bro, or you could get bro more plays or whatever, it's like it's really no point.
Yeah.
Like if you a up and comer trying to network with a bigger artist and you're an artist, it's like he really gotta fuck with you and see your potential, or it's like
he genuinely gotta fuck with you.
Yeah.
Though. But he might let you engineer for him. Like, oh, you nice to engineer. Like, I fuck with it.
For real,
my engineer not around. Like, some shit like that. Opportunity pop up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you on that. Like, it's definitely way more business opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely, bro, for sure.
Yeah.